Hello, I'm very excited to film this today because I have received my order from Glossier. There's been a lot of hype around this brand, so we are eventually in the UK getting to see if it's going to live up to that hype. I have opened my packets already just to have a look at them and also to use one of the products because I thought in this video I would actually apply some of the products to my face to show you what they're like. I'll just talk you through what I got first and then I'll explain what I've used and use them as I go. Also managed to get a haircut in between the last time I was filming videos. It was very much needed, so hopefully my fringe isn't going to be quite as annoying as it has been in other videos. Not the best lighting in the world, I have to apologise. It's now about 4 or 5 o'clock at night in Scotland, so it's actually getting very dark. I do not wear a lot of makeup to work. At a push I wear some concealer, a little bit of cream blusher, lip balm, mascara. That's pretty much it. On days when I've got a little bit more time to go to work, I might well put a little BB cream on, but really and truly I kind of leave it to a bare minimum. Oh, I put a little bit of liquid highlighter as well, or an illuminator in with my moisturiser, and that's about it. So no makeup, it's the buzz phrase that everybody's using at the moment, but I think there is a big difference in absolutely no makeup, like this, and wearing a little bit of something just to make you look a little bit more healthy and alive. And I think that's why this brand has really kicked off and everybody's very interested in it, because essentially that's what they're marketing. I don't think the products that they are producing are particularly targeted towards or marketed towards people with oilier skin, because it's that dewy, fresh-faced glow that you're going for. That's not to say that people with oilier skin wouldn't like to try it, but it's just to say it might not be your thing. So what I'm going to do is show you how I would use the products if I was getting ready to go to work for a day, or if I was just kind of wanting a really hassle-free makeup day to put on a little bit of something. And I'm going to use it alongside some of the products I would use because I've not bought enough from Glossier to do a whole face worth. From Glossier I purchased the Glossier Phase 1 set and the Phase 2 set. The Phase 1 set includes the Milky Jelly Cleanser that everybody is raving about. It also includes balm.com, which is their very famous lip balms that everybody's hyping about that come in all sorts of different flavours or scents. And it also includes the priming moisturiser. They do have a heavier, thicker moisturiser that is a little bit more expensive. I think it's about £30, but I thought for a good base to start with, to try a few of the products at once, why not buy the set? The set is £35. To buy them individually I think it ranges from £15 to £10. I think it's £15 for the moisturiser and the cleanser and £10 for the lip balm, which is a little bit expensive, I'm not going to lie. I also bought the Phase 2 set, which is more in the makeup area of Glossier, and it includes the Stretch Concealer, Boy Brow and the Generation G lipstick. I also bought the Cloud Paint, which is the cream blush, because cream blush is always my preference, especially when I'm going to work. Even if it's for an evening out, I'll put cream blush on and whack powder on the top of it. Some people might think I look like a clown, but that's what I like to do. So, I've already washed my face with the Milky Jelly Cleanser, so I'm just going to show you how the packets came and what I received today when they arrived. It's very well marketed, I have to say, very well presented, and I can just see why people have been lapping it up. So it came in one of these little brown doodads, and inside it is a lovely shade, oh, sorry you won't hear me, a lovely shade of millennial pink, like so. It also came with a set of stickers and this little note card thing, which basically just says, "Hi, finally we meet, it's nice here, us Glossier team." That's it. Oh, I got this one as well actually. This one's a scratch and sniff, but I don't think it smells of anything. I don't know if I'm being really stupid. Just smells like, it smells a bit like clean washing, like fresh bedding or something. Don't know. Anyway, so the set one, phase one, came in this, again, lovely box. G on the top. Very nicely packaged. And then there is the famous pink bag. Inside it tells you how to use each of the products. You can pull that bit out and reuse the box if you wish. And it's the little plastic bags they come in. Quite good for travel. People seem to be raving about them. They are good, I'm not going to lie, but essentially I'm like, it's a Ziploc bag with bubble wrap in it. Pink bubble wrap. People say they're good for travel, but you could just take a Ziploc bag, no? I don't know. Just being moany. So that's the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser, and it is 177 mils, which is really odd, but I think it's because it's 6 fluid ounces and Americans really like to work in fluid ounces rather than millilitres. So I got that. The priming moisturiser and the balm.com. I got the mint one. They come in all sorts of flavours and scents and things like that. So I did just wash my face with this. I don't know if it's going to be very obvious. Wait, I'm going to pin my hair up because otherwise you won't see my big ugly mush. So I think it's made me really red, like weirdly so, even on my ear. I think it's made me really red. It's probably not very noticeable in this light. When my other half came in, I'd been hoovering and doing all this other stuff, and he was like, oh, you must be working really hard because you're really flushed in the face. So I feel like it's made me look really red. I don't think I can explain the smell. When I was in the shower, I couldn't put my finger on it. It's like nothing I've smelled before, and it's not necessarily a pleasant smell, it's not an unpleasant smell, but there's just not really much of anything to it at all. The texture is definitely like that of a jelly. It's very thick, but not like a cream cleanser. And then when I was smooshing it into my face, it did feel really smooth and jelly-like, but not jelly-like in the sense that if you had like a Lush shower gel, it sometimes is a bit difficult to handle, and it's more like putting a gel moisturiser or a gel eye cream or something on your face, but it stays thick rather than would wash away with the water. You're supposed to put this on a dry face if you have makeup on, and rub it in to break down your makeup, even waterproof makeup. I've not tried that yet, I didn't have any makeup on before. Or you can use it on damp skin just to cleanse your face when you're in the shower. So I don't know yet. I don't dislike it, but I need to give it more time. I can't say yes or no. I don't have a commitment to any one cleanser. I try lots of different ones, so we'll see how this one works. Now, what I am going to do is put on this priming moisturiser. We'll see, because I haven't got any moisturiser on it. I've put my ordinary serums on, and I put a tiny bit of eye cream on, but I've got nothing else on my face. I've not got any lip balm because I'm going to use the other one. So I'm just going to take a few drops of that. Feels quite nice actually. It's not the thickest moisturiser I've ever used, but in comparison to the ordinary one that I spoke about the other day, I do feel that it's nice and smoothing and quite moisturising. My skin feels really soft with it on, and I don't think, I mean obviously you can see I'm shiny, I've just put moisturiser on, but it doesn't feel so thick that it makes me feel like I would end up quite greasy or anything like that. So we shall see. As I say, I don't usually wear foundation or anything like that to go to work. It's usually just a BB cream. Might not even bother with that sometimes. Sometimes I just put concealer on and go. So we shall see. Now the lip balm. This I think is pretty steep. People say it's the best lip balm. A tenner for a lip balm. Seems a bit steep to me. We shall see. I certainly will use all of it at that price. I can't get it on. Right. They say that these are like skin salves, so you can use it on your elbows, you can use it on dry bits of skin on your fingers, things like that. I think if you bought the other ones, I think there's like a cherry one and they have a tint to them. If you bought that, it would be a bit difficult to be rubbing it on other parts of your body. So essentially I got the mint one because I didn't want to just get the original, and I got the mint one because I quite like mint. It's very thick, very, very thick. I think I would enjoy this at night time, or before I was going to put on makeup, which is what I'm doing now, but I'm not sure if I would wear this one to work. It's nice though because it tingles a bit because it's mint. Excuse me. So that's that. And that was what was in my first parcel. I don't know why they'd sent it in 2 boxes. It's exactly the same box it came in, so I'm not going to show you another one. I don't know why they'd sent it in 2 boxes. I don't know if it was because one was makeup and one was skincare, or if they come from a different warehouse, or I'm not absolutely sure. In the second one, the phase 2 set came in a slightly different, slightly smaller white box, exactly the same white box but just a little bit smaller, with yet another pink bag. And then they sent another pink bag inside the packet with just the cloud paint blush in it. All seemed a bit excessive. I don't know if they could have just put it in one box. I am totally grumping, I'm aware of that. People were like, oh, that's the whole point, like it's marketing, it's all lovely and you get the bags, and I get that, it's very nice, but part of me feels a bit like it's not the most affordable in the world, so if the stuff doesn't work, then who cares about all this falderal around about it. Anyway, so that's the second one, and that has in it the stretch concealer. I got it in light, the Generation G. It's a sheer matte lipstick, so this one's meant to be like a wash of colour, but it's a matte thing, which usually you only get in balms or lip salves, you know, type things. So this should be quite interesting. And that's that there. The Boy Brow. In the cloud paint, I got the colour called Haze. This is really pretty actually. I'm moaning about the packaging in there. Look at this one, I think, oh, that's really nice. This is, if I go by the colour on the top of this, this is much darker than I expected it to be, although it is the kind of colour I was looking for. The cream blushes that I have at the moment are all quite pink, girly, flushes of colour, which I have quite a red face anyway, but I wanted one that was going to be more like into the winter with pale skin and having really like you've just come in from the cold, almost plummy red rosy cheeks. So that's why I got that colour, but it looks much darker than I had hoped for, so we shall see if that's any good. I'm just going to go and put a little tiny bit of BB cream on just to give a little bit of base, and then I will try all the other things. Okay, so I've put on a wee bit of BB cream. It is the one that I would generally put on before needing to go to work or even in a day-to-day situation, and it's the number 7 Beautiful Skin for dry to very dry skin in Fair. Just a nice little base. Still see my cheeks coming through. It's not overly coverage or anything like that, and full coverage. It's just to even my skin tone out, and I think it does the job. I think it's really good. So from there, I would usually put on a bit of concealer. I usually use underneath my eyes the MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose. It comes in like it's a twisty, but you know, like the clicky, bit like Touche Eclat under there. Reason being, if I get a bit closer, I'm getting fine lines. I'm not going to lie about that. 30, that these things happen. So I don't like using a really heavy concealer underneath my eyes. So I'd heard so many rave reviews about this being so creamy and so smooth and doesn't crease and you don't look patchy and you don't get dry. So I thought I needed to give this a go. I'll just show you the pot. So it comes in a little pot like this, jazzy. And that's the colour. This is the light one. Just gonna try it. Looks like it should be alright with my skin actually. I'm just gonna pop some. Now I also have this blotch here. It's not a spot, it's just a blotch since I washed my face. I don't have a clue. And I have got redness around about here. Usually I would only put my concealer on under here and round about here. That's it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm looking in the mirror behind me, by the way. Behind the camera, sorry, so in case you think now she's looking straight into the camera and putting her makeup on, I'm not. There's a mirror on my light. So, I've not put on a heck of a lot of that. Let's see if it'll cover this funny blotchy bit. Stick some around here. Maybe even can I use it? Although I've been told that it's very creamy, so it might not help putting it on my eyelids because it'll end up creasing. But just to, I've got quite veiny eyelids, so that might help. Okay, so that's about it. I do have a little bit of blotchiness here from older, like little spots, and actually it's more like scars from spots. I've had really bad spots. I don't get terrible spots often, but when I get them they're fucking horrific. So I will use my little sponge. It's the little Eco Tools one. I have a beauty blender, but I like the shape of this one for getting under your eyes. It's not too bad on that blotch. I mean, it's still kind of see it, but it's not horrific. It's not as red as it was, which is fine. As I say, I don't use a heavy concealer. If I do have a very bad spot or anything like that, I usually use the MAC Studio Fix concealer, which is very heavy. I never put that under my eyes, but it works well for really nasty spots and things like that. So that's the concealer on. That looks okay. Not too bad at all. I quite like that actually. I think that's really nice. Just for, as I say, kind of everyday makeup that I don't wear heavy makeup. Yeah. So the highlighter that I normally use, they do one with Glossier. It's called Halo Scope. It's an Old Faithful. It is Benefits High Beam. A little bit there, a little bit there, a tiny bit there, a tiny bit there. That's it. And then I dab that into. I bring it up onto my brow bone. Now, the thing I always think is a good tell of a concealer here is once I put this on, sometimes it mixes with the concealer and goes into like a muddy white mess, and I don't like it. So that's quite a good tell, which it hasn't done. Either that or it kind of sticks in your pores and you don't really want it to be doing that. So That's quite nice actually. Okay, that's that. Now I'm going to try this cloud paint. I'm very excited about it, but equally scared because it looks more like clown paint than cloud paint. So again, this is one you're meant to put on your fingers and then very lightly blend into your cheeks. So I've took, oh, it's very dark. It's very dark. I've took onto my finger the tiniest bit. I'm gonna put it on my hand first. Oh, that's right. That's purpley, pinky, peachy, plummy, isn't it? I'm actually gonna blend that out a little bit before I put it anywhere near my cheeks. So I'll just put some on my cheeks. Oh, I think that it's difficult because the light on the camera is not going to be quite as good as in my mirror behind me, and it's actually quite pretty. I wouldn't have, see if I'd put that blob on my face, I think it would have been far too dark. You only need to use the tiniest bit of this, and then actually what I blend out on my hand before I put it on my cheek. Is it too pink here? I don't know. I quite like it. I know. I think in this light it's probably going to make me look a bit clownish. But actually I quite like the flush it's given my face. That's quite nice. At this point in the morning I would then very slightly powder just here, a little tiny bit under here, maybe a little bit here. I don't put a lot of powder on my face because I will end up looking really dry. That'll do it. And then I put on the tiniest bit of a powder highlighter, and I usually use the Revolution one that comes in a set of 3. It's like the Radiance palette, I think. But I'm actually going to try this one, which is a newer one from H&M, and it's actually very nice. I'll show you. So it is quite glowy, but it's still that nice kind of diffuse way. It doesn't have loads of glitter and things like that, because I couldn't get away with wearing stuff like that to work. And it is Delicate Pearl. So again, just a tiny bit. See, I even think, I'm just trying this, I probably wouldn't wear this to work because it's just a little bit too shiny. Maybe for a night out, but probably wouldn't wear it to work. But I do like it. I then always, every single day, now in my work, people will say to me, do you get a lash lift? Are those your real eyelashes? Someone actually wholeheartedly didn't believe that they were my real eyelashes. So I'm quite lucky to have quite long eyelashes, but the thing that makes them look the best they possibly can, simple eye curler. So every single day, this is what I do. And it's the only thing that I think really helps. A good mascara helps. I mean, look at that. Even if I had no plans to go anywhere, go to work or anything, and I was just nipping out to go and get some milk, go and take some mail somewhere, whatever, and I literally didn't, I would just do that before leaving the house, and that would be enough. I wouldn't have to put mascara on. Something black on my head. So that's my eyelashes, and then I put on my mascara. I hate showing this because the cap of it gets really dirty and it looks disgusting, and I was really paranoid about it. And then I watched a video by Jamie Genevieve the other day, and hers was bogging, and I thought, well, if hers is bogging, mine's can be bogging, I don't care. And it's the Benefit Roller Lash. I do really like this mascara. I've been using it for quite some time, well over a year and maybe even 2 years. I've used this for a long time. So just put a little bit of this on. And that is pretty much me if I'm going to work. But the boy brow from Glossier was so spoke about, I had to try that too, and it came as part of the phase 2 set, so why not? These are my natural eyebrows. They are bushy, they are black, they are huge, they probably need plucked in the middle. But in this day and age where everybody really wants big bushy eyebrows, I'm laughing. When I was at school, not so much, because you used to get a lot of hassle for having slug eyebrows. But now, look who's laughing. Me, because I don't have to go and get microblading. Anyway, so I'm going to try this just because it's been so spoke about. And it came as part of the set, and to get the set was cheaper than to buy things individually. So, it is a tiny little wand, and I got it in brown. Looks very warm. Don't know about this. So let's give this a bash. Maybe makes my eyebrows sit better. Maybe that's the whole shebang. I don't know, because I don't usually put things on my eyebrows. I always like this eyebrow better. That sounds mental, but it's the truth. I just think it behaves itself a bit better. So that's my now looking massively bushy. I'm not sure I'm into this. This looks crazy. Hold on. See, I'd be inclined to just kind of pat them down a little bit. I know that the people really want bushy eyebrows now, but that to me looked a bit mental. Just a bit much. That's a bit better. Right, so that. And again, I don't usually wear lipstick, anything like that to work. I usually just wear like a tinted lip balm, Nivea lip balm, that's my favourite. Can't get this out. But I heard so much about these. Oh, this looks really pink. I thought I'd ordered a kind of plummy colour. Anyway. No, it probably, actually, I'm screwing my face up, it probably is plummy. There we go. So it's like a plummy colour there, and it's called Crush. So, good. I'm just taking a bit of that lip balm off because it's really thick. And I'll put this on. Now I know it's meant to be sheer, but this actually feels like this is plastic and there's nothing coming off it. There's definitely something coming off it. Maybe I just needed to kind of, you know, sometimes you have to get that layer off. That's a bit better, actually. There we go. again, I just wanted that kind of berry bitten stain. Oh no, that's quite nice actually. See? Oh, this is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. So, this is me, a finished result. Definitely up my street with regards to what I keep looking in the mirror, sorry. Definitely up my street with regards to what I would wear to my work. Very subtle. This I probably wouldn't wear to my work, but that was more the H&M highlighter. This I love. I think this is gorgeous. The cloud paint I love. I'm going to come in quite close, so I think this looks like this is creasing a little bit under here. I don't think that's a bad thing because it's still very creamy under here. The boy brow thing, don't know if I'll buy that again, or would. I think if you've got really fair brows or something, then that's fair enough. For me personally, I just don't know if it's needed. Who knows? But on the whole, so far, so good. This, I never mentioned, so when I put on my BB cream, and I know a BB cream is essentially like a moisturiser as well, but this reacted very well underneath it, the priming moisturiser. Also be interesting to see how this holds up on a day's work, because I work 12.5-hour shifts, if it keeps me hydrated or if I feel like my skin dries out at the end of the day. The cloud paint, I really like that too. I would get that in other colours, I think. They do little trios as well, that you can get 3 of the colour or you can get a few of the colours in the balm.com and in the cloud paint, so I think they're about £15 each, which is quite pricey. But then I suppose if you went to MAC and bought their cream blush, like Lady Blush or something, that's going to be in a similar range, if not more. Yeah, probably. I think Lady Blush does cost more. And I would imagine this would last you forever, because I had to use the tiny, I actually had to rub some out on my hands before I could put it anywhere near my face. So that's interesting. This is a tricky one, because everybody talks about the balm.com, everybody says it's amazing. I've only tried it that once. It's very thick, it's very nice, I would put it on before I went to my bed. But here's the thing, £10 for 15 mils of lip balm to me seems crazy. Absolutely crazy. When you can go and get an Nivea one for a couple of pounds, and I don't know, I don't know if I'm sold on this one. The concealer I very much like as well. I like how that sat underneath my eyes. I like, okay, it creased a little bit, but as soon as I went like that, it was resolved. It's covered what I've wanted to do, it's brightened how I've wanted. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Ellen's gonna be pissed off because I like all this stuff and it isn't cheap. So I hope this was helpful. You've seen what I've used today. I will keep you updated on the Milky Jelly Cleanser and updated on the moisturiser. I will definitely have this in my bag all of autumn, winter. I know for sure. It's lovely. It's so nice. Love it. Oh. Anyway, thank you for watching if you have. I know there's been a very small collection of people who have watched the last few videos I've put up, and I do really appreciate that. It's been very nice to know that somebody had a wee peek at it, and hope that actually anybody who'd heard about this brand has now got an idea of what they sell and what you can get. The sets that I got were £35 each for the things that came in the collections, and as I say, the cloud paint was £15 on its own, and if you buy everything individually it is much more expensive than that. So we'll leave it at that, I think, and I'm going to go and finish my tea that is, well, my coffee that is now cold. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe if you fancy. Not saying that you necessarily do, but I'll keep trying to do little videos either like this, but I am going to try and address one about diabetes and insulin pumps next time. If you want to see more things like this with regards to skincare, please check out my ordinary video as they've now launched in Glasgow. That would be great. Thanks again. Bye.